So, as men get older, our testosterone decreases and we care less about sex. As women get older, their sex drive increases. So, men and women, as we get older, don't want the same things out of relationships. Men actually want less intercourse and more respect. Women never care about the respect a man gets, and she just wants what she wants. And as she gets older and less attractive, she wants more sex. This article says that as guys get older, one thing doesn't change is that their ability to enjoy erotic pleasure, but other aspects of lovemaking become considerably different in the 50 plus years. Sex is a form of exercise, and what once felt like football and basketball now seems like hiking and golf. It becomes less like 4th of July and more like Thanksgiving. But even without fireworks, the erotic flames still burn hot and bright. If older men adjust gracefully to the changes aging brings, then these are the things to know. I'm not reading those things, but I'm just using this article to support what I know. I'm 38 and I'm going to be 39 this year. And after 35, it's almost like I still wanted sexual intercourse. I still, love beautiful women, but sex is more risky than rewarding at this time. Like having intercourse, you're terrified that the condom broke. Is she going to get pregnant? Like, is there a hole in the condom? There's so many things and if you're with a person, if it's your partner and you're in a long-term relationship and you're not using protection, then you're terrified. Like after every session, did she get pregnant? What's going on? Or if you're casually dating, oh, am I going to get a disease? Like it's more anxiety than it is awards. And I don't think women get this. This is why, yes, of course, we're so thirsty when we're young because our testosterone levels are through the roof. And women don't know what it's like to have the level of testosterone that we have. So we get shamed for our natural biology. And, when we want, sex every day, every moment when we're young, we're shamed for having a high sex drive. When we don't care about sex when we're older, we're shamed because we can't keep up. Like, it's like everything about our biology is women hate when it doesn't benefit them in that moment. So I tell men that, your sexual desires are actually not as important as you think. I used to think pleasing a woman was like one of the most important things that I could do as a man, but I mean, pleasing a woman doesn't help my purpose. Pleasing that one woman, not to say I should be pleasing multiple women, but it doesn't make society better. It doesn't make the community better. It doesn't make a relationship better. I mean, sex is just, I'm not going to say it's overrated, but I think people put too much emphasis on what it is. It's not that special. It's not that important. And then you think what I'm saying is not true. Stop drinking alcohol. Stop drinking alcohol. See, because a lot of people don't realize that the only reason they're getting sexual access is because people are drunk and have lower inhibitions and don't care about the consequences. But when a man becomes responsible and he understands that he has more to lose than to gain from casual sex, then the world becomes different. This is why so many men are, we're watching millionaires lose half. We're watching average men become slaves to child support and alimony to where it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna mind my business. And then sexual gratification for men is easy. All we gotta do is go on the internet, and there's beautiful women all over the place. As a matter of fact, women would rather be on the internet giving their body to multiple men than giving their body to one man. So we're adapting to the situation. It's safer for us, you know. Doesn't mean that we're scared, or this is why quote unquote sex work has become such a big deal because, you know, back in the day, sex work was looked at as bad, but now this is working against women because men, like, instead of dating, men are like, oh, I could just pay a sex worker. It's actually, now that men are seeing that it's actually, I've heard that it's cheaper to just pay for it outright than to be dating a woman and going on, like, this is not going to benefit women in the long run. You guys got to understand that as we get older, we're become more sophisticated. we're not just blindly chasing sex. There's a small percentage of men, probably the men who've never had sexual access, or those men who are toxic, who can't maneuver outside of their sexual desires. But that's not all of us. That's not most of us, actually. Yes, the guys that are super thirsty and chasing, that can't control their penis, they can't control their spending, they can't control their sleep, they can't control, they're the losers of the gender. But those are the ones that give you the most attention. They're not going to give you the success that you want, but they'll give you the most attention.